Welcome back to the channel, folks. This is our Mystery Log Monday, part 3. And normally on my mystery log days, I'm usually pulling a log out of the log pile somewhere. One that I have no clue what it is. Today's a little different. I have a tree over here that's been kind of rotting out on the top end. Limbs have been falling out of it, so I'm kind of scared it's going to fall right here next to the sawmill, right next to this little road and across the main road there. Of course, it's down now and it's across the road. But I was afraid that was going to happen with the wind and things like that, so I went ahead and cut it down. But this is going to be a mystery log because I have no clue what this thing is. I had initially thought it was a white oak, but it's not. I wasn't sure if it's a hickory or a sweetgum. I don't know, it's got some odd bark to it. It never has any leaves on it, so I really don't know what it is. The bark was kind of red when I was cutting into it. But this is going to be our Mystery Log Monday, and we're going to solve this mystery together and figure out what this thing is. First of all, the heart in the stump does look kind of sweet gummish. This is my wedge right here, the orange stuff. It's pretty solid down here on the base, but it does look kind of like a sweet gum here. I'm not sure though, because I've never seen a sweet gum with this kind of grain. And it does have some odd grain to it, almost a white up grain down here. Then it changes as it goes up. And this thing is super limby. It's got little limbs all the way up and down it. It's a really nasty tree. Yeah, it's got a lot of trash and limbs growing up it. This top's been breaking out and rotting out for a while now. I saw some limbs fall off last year and then some this year, so, and you can see this top's kind of rotted out. But I had assumed this was a sweet gum. However, I just don't know. I've never seen a sweet gum with that kind of bark. But that's why we call this Mystery Log Monday, so we can figure out what this stuff is together, because it's always a mystery until it's not. So follow along as we cut this log up and try to figure out what this thing is. And again, this is episode 3 of Mystery Log Monday. That's funny. Yeah, thanks to the SEESII mini chainsaw. I don't know if you saw this in the last video. SEESII sent us this to try out. I just had to try it on this log. That was pretty cool. I just wish the bar was a little bit longer. That thing works pretty good. I didn't even have to fire up the old 311. Yeah, that little thing's definitely staying in the truck from now on. So yeah, we got the thing limbed up now. Got all these little trashy limbs and big limbs off of it. And I got it cut in half with a little electric chainsaw. I'm gonna fuel this bobcat up because it's about empty. We're running on fumes right now. We'll get this thing moved over to the sawmill and start cutting on it so we can kind of find out what this thing is. I'm curious myself. The bobcat's a pain in the butt to fill up like that. But I hadn't got my big tank into the truck yet, the new farm truck. I gotta put my 250-gallon tank in there so I can get bulk fuel instead of buying about a 5 gallons. It really sucks doing it that way. guess I should have measured it. It's a little long for the mill. I gotta knock this top off real quick. All right, we got got this thing on the mill, ready to make a slice out of this thing. I got the top jacked up a little bit, leveled off a little bit, so it's not a very big log, but it's about 18 inches on the big end and probably 12 on the small. So let's take a slice out of this thing and see if we can figure out what this log is. Let's try to solve this mystery on our Mystery Log Monday. Wow, look at that. Let's do a grain reveal on this stuff here. Would you look at that? Pretty, huh? I don't know what this is. Is it a mulberry? I have no clue. I would almost say a sweet gum, but there's no way. Look at that bark. Have you ever seen bark like that? Definitely not on a sweet gum. That's a sweet gum right there. Your typical sweet gum around here. This is not a sweet gum. Plus, I've never seen a sweet gum with that much red heart to it. Now, this could be a mulberry. I don't think it is, though. What do you guys think this is? Drop in the comments and tell me what you think, because I have no clue what this is, and I don't think I'll find out today, unless you guys got some really good guesses. Look at that bark. Now, I have seen some mulberry trees with the heart like that, but I've never seen a mulberry tree with that kind of bark. Right here, this right here is a mulberry tree. Believe it or not, it's actually growing out of the white oak tree right behind it. Look at that. They're like fused together. That's a white oak. That's a mulberry. They're joined at the hip. And this mulberry is gonna have to come down soon. I don't want it to fall in a sawmill, but it is budding out, and I'm gonna see what it does this year. But you can see the top is starting to really die in it. So yeah, this log is definitely a mystery, and hopefully one of you guys knows what this thing is. It is a pretty one. Look at that dark red heart. That's crazy. And this bark, I don't know what this bark is. I've never seen it before in my life. Look at that. It's kind of a mix between a white oak and a pecan. That's all I think of, but it ain't either one of those. I'm gonna go ahead and flip this thing over so we can square it up, and we'll get some boards out of it. I can tell you one thing, this thing is really hard. And I hope you guys took the time to stop for a minute and please drop your comment of your best guess of what you think this is, because I have no clue what this thing is. It's got the oddest bark, it's got the oddest heart, and it is very hard. I have no clue what it is. I know some of these logs, I have no clue what they are just because they've been left, or they have something weird about them, or they don't have any bark on them. But this has everything on it, and I still have no clue what it is. So leave it in the comments if you think you know. I got a little bit of water left. I'm gonna save that for when I flip this up and start getting some boards and get into the heart of this stuff, so we can see what the pretty is on this thing. Let's get it flipped up and make some boards. You don't think that's some kind of elm tree, do you? I don't know if I've seen an elm tree like this. Very beautiful. And we got a few hollow spots, rotted spots in there. Kind of pretty though, ain't it? But it does have some holes. But yeah, this is some beautiful stuff. I think this might be some kind of elm. And the only reason I suspect that is because I smell piss. It smells just like pee. I think they call that a piss elm. But it is some pretty stuff. Look at all this lumber. Now that stuff, I don't care what it is, it's going in the kiln. This stuff is going in the greenhouse to dry. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but it's definitely gonna get dried and we're gonna use it for something. That is some pretty wood though, but it does have that piss smell to it. I'm starting to think this might be a piss elm. Tell me what you guys think. Now my friend Alvin just texted me and said he thinks this might be a cherry. And he could be right. I've just never seen cherry get this big out here. Could this be a cherry tree? I think it's a strong possibility looking at the bark on it though. I still don't know if it's cherry though, because it's pretty hard. I don't think cherry is that hard. It's been a long time since I cut cherry. And when the last time I did cut it, I don't think it was that hard. So I don't know. This is pretty solid. It's not as hard as that pecan, but it's pretty darn hard. And we are cutting this stuff with our Cook's 8-degree blade, because we want to make sure we got a nice smooth cut on this stuff. I'm not sure what this stuff is, but it is pretty. And I do want a smooth cut out of it, and it is going in the kiln to dry out. We're going to do some kind of project with it. But I think we are going to figure out what it is, because I'm pretty confident one of you guys knows what this is. So don't forget to leave your comment. Tell me what you think it is. has some nice smooth cuts. Look at that. That is from our Cook's 8-degree super sharp blades. If you want to try some of those for yourself, go to Cook's, use my discount code standard10 and you'll get 10% off in your order. And just so you see our bounty from this log, beautiful stuff. I'm about to pour some water on here so you can see what it looks like. Do a little grain reveal. Look at that, beautiful. Some of that looks like cedar almost, doesn't it? That dark red to it. That is pretty. Now this over here is not as red. It's got a little more color to it as far as browns and got some red to it. Man, this stuff's pretty. Shoot, that almost looks like a pecan, but I know it's not. It's nice though. And again, over here, we got some of that real red stuff over here. Some of this stuff is super red. Look at that. I wish it was all that dark red like that. Man, that's nice. Some pretty stuff though. Now I'm wondering if this is gonna darken up and turn more red, kind of like this over here did. Now that it's wet, I don't know. I'll keep you updated on that though, because I gotta stack this stuff and get it in the kiln. So that is our bounty for today out of that one log. I still have the top end of it. I've got to cut it up. Hopefully the top will be just as beautiful as that wood there. And I hope you dropped in the comments what you think this stuff is, because I still have no idea. I think it may be cherry. I don't know. What are your thoughts? Let's figure it out together. I want to know what you think it is. But it's some pretty stuff. I don't know what this is. We're going to go with cherry right now because that's what I feel like it is. And a few other people I've text images to, they thought it was cherry as well. So we're going with that right now unless somebody on here has a better idea. But that is going to do it for today. I appreciate you guys coming and watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you come back for more Mystery Log Mondays, where we're going to cut more logs that we have no clue what is. And I do have more. I really appreciate you spending the time to watch our video. And if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And check out our patrons, Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. And we'll see you on the next one.